Hello everyone, back at it again with another video today. So I have just bought a new firearm. I keep buying guns, so can never have enough. So I just bought a new firearm today, and I'm going to review it for you guys. I'm just going to unbox it, give you my initial impressions, and also compare it with a few other firearms that I have because of its size and everything. It's a very, very popular pistol. You probably already know what it is. It's the Sig Sauer P365 standard, and I say standard. It's not technically considered the standard. I say that because there's so many P365 versions now. The 365, the 365X, the XL, the X Macro, and then all the custom works. So I like to just say P365 standard. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead, no nonsense, we're going to go ahead and unbox this. I just bought this at the gun store yesterday. We're going to set the firearm to the side, and we're going to get into the contents of the box like I always do, and then we'll go back to the firearm. The first thing we notice here is we've, of course, got our paperwork. This is just a standard owner's manual for the P365. Your disassembly, cleaning, reassembly, maintenance, how to load and unload, all that good stuff is in this book. Got a nice little Sig Sauer sticker here. Then you've got some promotional material for the NRA. Then you've got some more promotional material for Sig Sauer. Then you've got some more promotional material for Sig Sauer. They've got their red dot and sight, or lasers or whatever. They've got their little promotions there. And then some firearms cleaning solutions and stuff from Sig Sauer, more promotional material. So there's that. Here's a 10-round flush fit magazine, which we'll talk about when we look at the firearm. Then you've got your federally mandated lock, and then over here, because I did take this out when I got it at the gun store, you've got your trigger lock key, and your chamber lock. So you have all that stuff, and that's it. There's nothing else. Just your standard Sig Sauer box, pretty small, very nice durability. I like the locks, so very nice. We're going to set that to the side. Now we're going to talk about the firearm. So we have the Sig Sauer P365, and before we do anything, we're going to make sure we're clear. YouTube, we are clear. This is a clear firearm. This is the standard P365 that everybody knows about, the gun that came out years and years ago. I never got my hands on it. Honestly, if you watch the last video that I had posted, I mentioned that I didn't like small guns. I've always been a compact or full-size guy. I never really cared for micro pistols. But now I'm getting into them, and I'm getting around to buying all the micro pistols that everyone had years ago that they loved and stuff like that. And this is the, like I said, the Sig Sauer P365. And this is in the nitron finish. Now, I do want to mention before we kind of get into the breakdown of this that they have come out with kind of a new 365. Obviously, the macro that I made a video about. That's going to make a cameo here in just a second. But they also have come out with the 365X, which is basically a hybrid between the 365 and the 365XL, which I plan on buying in the next few months and making a video on that, comparing it with all the SIGs that I do have. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about the firearm like, we usually do. So as you can tell, it's a very, very small firearm, very compact, very micro pistol. I have medium-sized hands for a guy, and I can get a full grip on this pistol. So I don't know if you can see that, but my pinky does not actually come over. I can get a full grip on this, which is really nice. One other thing I like to mention is the stippling is very nice on this. You get the same stippling on, all the SIG pistols. They do a very nice job. I guess they laser engrave that or laser etch that in there. And then you get the little Sig Sauer logo right here. I wish there was more of a beaver tail, I'm not going to lie. There's not much here to kind of mitigate that recoil, like another pistol that's going to make a cameo. It does hold 10+1. Now, I haven't done too much research on this pinky extension magazine here, but that one might hold 11 rounds. But you do have a 10-round flush fit magazine, which I'll show you. And then on this one, my pinky kind of hangs over a little bit. So I think I'll be running the pinky extension for carry. And just putting that in my pocket or whatever for emergencies. But because my pinky actually goes over the whole extension there, so I like that. Now, it is a 3.1-inch barrel, and you do have your fire control unit in here, your modular fire control unit, just like on all your 365s or 320s, that you can change out the grip modules, the slides. You can do all kinds of customization to this. So that's neat if you want to do that. You do have a loaded chamber indicator right here, a little indentation right there to show you that you do have a brass in your chamber. You do have the X-ray combat sights. These are really nice. They come on all your 365s except the SAS model, which is like an integrated sighting system. So I'm going to show you this without flagging myself here. That's a very nice sight picture. I love the fact that they kind of blacked out the rear and that they kind of made the front side a little bit more noticeable. I like that a lot. They're raised just enough to where I can see them. Very nice sight picture on that. Good job for that SIG. You do have front and rear cocking serrations, so I like that. All you press checkers out there, and people that want to rack their slide back a little easier, you can do that. You do have your standard, magazine release. I don't think it's interchangeable. It might be. Comment down below if you know that to be true. I have no idea if it's interchangeable to flip it over for lefties. I have no idea on that. Trigger's pretty nice, little curved trigger. It's a lot different from my macro that I'm going to show you here in just a second. You do have an accessory rail. This is not the standard Picatinny 1913 rail. This is just like your proprietary rails. And that's really about it. There's really not much to say about this firearm. We're going to test out trigger, crisp and pull and all that good stuff here. Again, we do have a clear firearm. I always like to make that a mention before we start pressing the trigger. So here we go on the standard P365. You got a bit of creep here, a bit of take up, then you hit that wall, take up just a little bit more, and then it breaks. When it breaks, it's it feels just like any other striker fired pistol. It's not going to feel like your 1911s, but it does feel better than a Glock trigger, I can tell you that. Now we're going to test reset here. So it's got a little bit more take up on the reset than I'd like, but I mean, it's a nice trigger though, I'm not going to lie. I mean, one thing I do want to mention though, if you go and buy this anytime soon, make sure you oil this thing as soon as you get home, put some gun oil on it. I have not done anything to this firearm, I haven't even shot it yet. I just got it from the gun store last night. Let me tell you, it's stiff. Obviously it's because it's new, all the springs and everything are new. And their factory lubricant they put in there, they don't put much factory grease, but I do have to wear it in because it's very stiff. I'll probably put some like Lucas gun oil in there or something. But yeah, guys, that's it. I mean, that's really, this is a pretty simple video. Now I do want to bring a couple other firearms in here, and before YouTube strikes me down on this, I don't want to go through the hassle, but these firearms were cleared prior to coming up in here and making a cameo on this video. So the first cameo I want to make is the Kimber Micro 9 that I just bought. Again, YouTube, these are cleared firearms. So this 365 and the Kimber Micro 9 are about the same size, actually. I'll show you that. They are about the same size, roughly. I'm going to try to get them symmetrical, other than that beaver tail there, which I really wish they would have added on the 365. You can see their grips, the differences on the grips there. And then I'm going to swing it around here. Now, again, they're literally about the same size, but for some reason, okay, now I'm a SIG guy, don't get me wrong, but for some reason, this 1911 feels a lot better in the hand. I guess it's just the 1911 grip angle. That Kimber feels a lot better in the hand than this one does. It doesn't mean I don't like the 365. It just means that, compared to these two, on the grip angles, I definitely like the Kimber feel a lot better. So there's that. And then the next cameo we're going to make is my P365X macro that you guys know about. I've made a ton of videos on this, so this is the comparison for the standard 365 and then the 365X macro. So as you can tell, there's a huge difference in size. So the the slide is a little longer. Of course, you got your integrated slide compensator there, and then I'll show you the grips. A lot longer on the macro there. You've got about a ½ an inch to an inch. I'd say if you start from here all the way down, you got almost an inch of grip there, extra grip on the macro. So that's something worth noting if you plan on getting the macro or something for carry. So we're gonna go back to the standard 365 here. This gun I have watched tons of reviews on. If you're wanting to know about reliability, something like that, everybody has said that the 365 is probably one of the most reliable carry pistols out there. I know early in Sig's life cycle of this gun, there were some issues that they had to kind of get ironed out, but all of the ones on the market now are amazing. I will make another video shooting this gun, probably mag dumping a couple mags and just kind of getting a feel for the recoil and the grip and everything. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit more snappy than the macro because of its size, and of course you got your compensator on the macro as well. So that's really about it, guys. I really like the feel of it. This is probably going to be one of my daily carries, just like the Kimber. Probably retire the Kimber for more of a like a special occasion type thing. This is more of like a wedding gun. And this is something that'll be my everyday carry. Along with my macro, I actually do carry the macro every day as well. So you can see I've got it kitted out for just every situation possible. Now, one other thing I do want to mention, the P365 standard does not have the flat face trigger. This one has the curved trigger, and then the macro has the flat face trigger. So that's going to make the trigger feel a lot better on the macro, as well as kind of a more of a flatter shooting. And you do have more of a beaver tail back here as well to kind of help you with the recoil. So you guys remember when I mentioned the 365X, that's where that firearm comes in play. It's kind of, like I said, a hybrid of the 365XL and the standard P365. And I do, like I said, I do, have ambitions of buying that firearm in the next few months and making a review on that. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen, my unboxing of the P365 standard. This is the tried and true concealed carry. They do have the staggered magazine technology. I shouldn't have to go through all that. People watching this video probably already seen a dozen 365 reviews. I just wanted to kind of make it my own. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to this channel, please slap that subscribe button with notifications on so you get notified every time I make a video. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to slap that like button so the algorithm throws my video up there more than other people's videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the first shots review of this firearm. Have a snazzy day.